Hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are a teacher and you use a Chromebook or you're thinking of getting a Chromebook, I'm going to share the top 5 best Chromebook features you need to know. We're going to jump right into it. Number 1 is the Virtual Desks tool. This is a really handy feature for organizing your apps, programs, windows, tabs into different sections. So let's say you teach multiple subject areas or you teach multiple classes and you tend to have different windows and programs open for each one. This will allow you to organize them into virtual spaces. It's almost like having different monitors for each task or project or class, but it's all in one place.
I don't know if there's any one place that has all these things.
So I'm going to show you how it works and then we'll talk about ways that you can use it. In order to create a desk, you're going to press the Show Windows key on your keyboard and then select New Desk. Up at the top, you can enter in the name and you can customize it to fit the class or the subject, whatever it is that makes sense for you. Then when you want to switch from one desk to another, you can either swipe with 4 fingers left or right on the trackpad, or press the Show Windows key and then click on the desk you want to switch to. Or you can even use keyboard shortcuts. So if you click Shift, the launch button on your keyboard, and then the number 1 through 8 that corresponds with that desk, it will quickly jump from one to the next. You also can navigate using that little drop down at the very bottom. Now, if you want to move a window or program from one desk to another, all you have to do is click and drag the window, but you can also right click and choose Move Window to Desk, very similar to how you would move tabs. You can also drag the desks in order to reorder them. So you might have a morning desk and an afternoon desk and then swap them halfway through the day. When you're done using a desk, you can either permanently close it or choose to save it for later. So if these are certain apps and programs, websites that you use every single day for that class or subject, you can actually have it saved and then easily open it up when you're ready. So a few ways you might use this as a teacher. I already mentioned if you teach different subject areas, especially in elementary, you might have an ELA desk, a math desk, a science desk. Or if you teach different classes. I know when I taught 4th grade, we were departmentalized, so I would have a Block 1 desk and a Block 2 desk. But you might even have a teaching desk and then a planning desk. So that way, when it's your planning time, you already have all of your tabs and windows and programs opened up and ready to go. Number 2 is actually a combo deal. It is the camera and gallery apps. Both of these come standard on a Chromebook, so you don't have to install anything additional, but they are perfect for going digital as a teacher if you are wanting to scan PDFs and be able to annotate on top of them. Let's start with the camera app. Yes, you can use it to take pictures and to take videos, but you can also use it to scan documents. So in order to open up the camera app, just click on the launcher, go ahead and search for or select camera. Once that opens up, you're going to select scan, and from there you can choose between document or QR code. All you need to do is place the QR code or document in the frame, capture it, and it will then turn that document into either an image or PDF. If you want to create a multi-page PDF, once you have captured the first page, you're just going to click the little button to add additional pages. You can continue scanning and then it will export them as a PDF when you are done. That image option is only available if it is a single page or image. Now, for best results, if you do have some kind of an external camera on the device, I do recommend using that. Otherwise, it's probably best to place the actual page on a flat surface and then move the Chromebook in order to take the picture rather than holding it up, because then your little fingers are going to be in the frame, which you may or may not want. But it's also helpful to have a contrasting color. So if the paper is white, if you put it on a white desk, it's going to be kind of difficult for the camera to capture the edges of the paper. So I recommend placing it under a piece of paper that's a different color or onto a different colored background. And of course, as always, the better lit the area is, the better the results will be. So after you use the camera app for scanning, you can then utilize the gallery app for annotating on top of images and PDF documents. This is where you are able to write or draw or insert additional elements directly on top of those files. So again, in order to access the Gallery app, just click the launcher, search for or find the Gallery app. From there, you can choose between image or PDF, and you have a lot of those annotation tools. If your device does have a stylus, this can be really handy. But a few ways that you might utilize this as a teacher include maybe you take a picture of just a basic worksheet that students were doing in class and you want to go over the answers. You can annotate directly on top of it. You can also utilize it for signing PDFs digitally. So as teachers, I feel like we're always signing forms. This is a great way to digitize that process. You can also scan the page of a text and then utilize it for annotating, so you can highlight, you can draw, make comments, and it's a great way to really dive deep into a text with students. Number 3 is Screencast, which is a built-in app on the Chromebook that will allow you to capture and record screen recordings as well as your little video with it. So again, just open up the launcher, find the Screencast app. From there, you have some options, whether you want to record part of the screen, the entire screen, have your camera on or off. But once you have captured that screen recording, the Screencast tool will allow you to go in and make edits. It will allow you to create sections, which can be really handy for breaking up information for students. And it will automatically transcribe any audio or things that you said during the recording. These screen recordings are then stored directly in your Google Drive, so it makes it super easy to share it out. And if you share the link to it from your Google Drive with students, they can view it right there. They don't have to go in and download the video in order to gain access to it. So as a teacher, you might utilize this to record directions for completing assignments. And the great thing about that is you can reuse them from year to year. So once you have created the directions once, you can just reutilize that screen recording video the next year. You can also utilize it to go over student assignments and provide feedback for them. Or if you're gonna be out and you have a substitute, you can utilize this Screencast in order to create screen recordings to guide students through the day, what they're gonna be doing for different activities. Of course, you don't have to go above and beyond like that when you have subplans. Don't think I'm telling you that. But if it will make your life easier, that is an option for you. Number 4 is the Cast Moderator. This allows you to essentially use your Chromebook as a virtual whiteboard, so you can carry it around the room with you, but have it being displayed on a larger screen, such as a TV or projector. And you can even invite students to cast their own work using the Cast Moderator by sharing a code, and then of course you can revoke that sharing access at any time if need be. Now, because I don't have this set up in a school, I'm very limited with what I can show you, but I'm gonna do my best to explain how it works. You need both a Cast sender and a Cast receiver. The Cast sender is just the device with the content you wanna share. So for example, your laptop. It can either be a Chrome OS device like a Chromebook, or a device with Chrome browser such as a Mac or Windows laptop. Now the Chrome receiver is the device that you're going to project that content onto. So this could be as simple as having an existing projector or TV in your room, and you're just plugging in Chromecast, which you can purchase for between $30 and $60. You also do need a managed Google account, such as a school or district account. You cannot do this with personal Google accounts, which again is why I'm not able to show this to you. But if you are utilizing a school or district account, this should be no problem. So again, a few ways that you might utilize this. I already mentioned going over work at the end of a lesson, especially using the camera and gallery apps. You can actually have your Chromebook with you around the room as you're going over assignments. You can invite students to share their own work, so it's great for them to share individual completed assignments as well as group assignments. And it's a great way just to like brainstorm or complete lessons without feeling like you have to be tied to your computer at the front of the room or at your desk. And then finally, number 5 is offline mode. You can sync your Google account to allow files from your drive to be available offline. So if you ever lose internet access, which seems to happen all the time, you can still access those files. All you need to do is open up the Files app, navigate to the folder that you want to sync, and you're gonna toggle on where it says available offline. Now, keep in mind, this does depend on your storage capabilities, so depending on the storage on your device, you may or may not be able to sync certain folders if there is too much content inside. But that is it. Those are my top 5 best Chromebook features for teachers. Y'all know I am a Mac girly. However, I know teachers don't always have control over the device that they use. So if you are a Chromebook user, I hope that this was helpful for you. Or if you love Chromebooks in general, I mean, more power to you. But my hope is you learned at least one new thing. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Share it out with your teacher friends who might also find this helpful. I can't wait to hear from you down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your positive pants on, and I will catch you in the next one.